Hello everybody, it's Bill Omada here. It's time for a new Let's Play. It's been over 25 years since the Mega Man Foundation has been going and starting. So how about we kick back to an old retro. We're talking about probably the oldest of the Battle Network series, as well as the hardest, for one specific reason. It's also one of my favorites. So let's jump right in. New game. Land, wake up. Dot dot dot. If you don't get up, you'll be late for school again. Dot dot dot. PET Net News. World 3 crime on the rise. It says the World 3 plans to control the net. Might be starting. Sleep. You and me, Lan, are on the same page. You got mail from Dad, too. Sorry I couldn't get off work Sunday. I'll be home soon. Here's a present for you. Probably more spam. It's Battle Chip. Ooh. Yep, me too. Except I had 2 nightmares and 1 dream. Yep, expand the chip. It's supposed to be extract, not expand, but oh well. That was the quickest change from pajamas to outfit with skates on I've ever seen. Okay, well, we can interact with pretty much everything in the room. Lan has hidden some test answers in this bookshelf. Hope Mom doesn't find it. You can click to go to bed, but it says too early. You can only go to bed when you progress through the story. And if you try to leave without the PET, it says don't forget your PET. You can't really do anything until you get the PET. PET stands for the Personal Terminal. You also have the AI navigational program, Megaman.exe. Lan, good morning. Good morning, Megaman. If you need to talk to me, just press the L button. Alright, let's get to school. Oh, but check your email again. That's where the start button comes into play. Quick little tutorial through here. Chips. We get codes and letters. We'll get that fourth tutorial later on telling us more. Library. In this game there's 150. Press the L and R button in order to go all the way down. 175 total. And when we get to the program advances, we can go to the right button and find them. This is Mega Man in a white silhouette. Okay. Let's check our email. World 3 crime on the rise. World 3's plan to control the net might be starting. Sorry I couldn't get off work Sunday. I'll be home soon. Here's a present for you. Use it well. Got the Battle Chip Crossgun C. Alright, so quick thing in order to change them out here. See how we got all these J's? We actually correspond with different codes. And this thing right here is the only thing that's going to keep us alive from time to time. So I'm going to change out the L for the crossgun. Keep our key items. Lan's personal terminal program, Megaman.exe, is installed. Network, if we had a network hub and some people to play, we can do so. This is the save. And then return is return. This panel controls all the electronic items in the house. Look at that, spot running. Yep, TV's too old to have a jack in port. A very attractive stand by you-know-who. Mom loves to collect all these plates. That's the old doghouse, which will probably be visited later on in Mega Man Battle Network 5 and plus. Lan eats a hurried breakfast. That's a big typo. It should have been Lan hurriedly ate his breakfast. But he found a chip under the plate. Recovery A. Good morning, Lan. Good morning, Mom. Breakfast is on the table. Do you have time to eat? Yep. And Melu. Enter childhood friend number 1. Lan, you're late. Uh-oh. She looks grumpy. No one asked you to wait for me. Did you just say something? Let's go. Why do we always have to walk to school together? Of course. Oh yes. Quiet, Megaman. Have you heard about the oven accidents? People's ovens have been splitting fire all of a sudden. It should be catching fire. I bet it's another World 3 virus on the loose. Nah. Just imagining things. Maybe. Well, here we are. Let's get to class. Alrighty, so morning, Lan. Dex has been waiting for you. He's too big to be in elementary school. Chalkboard covered with nicks and graffiti. We could actually jack in probably later on. It's been decades since I played, and this one's gonna be pretty much blind. And I was like, for real? Oh, female gossip. Yep. And this is Yai, the rich girl. Don't need to know about the PETs, because I just gave a self-explanatory about it. Man, yesterday our home oven started spitting fire, catching fire. Get it right, people. Okay, so if we look at one of these desks, I love Guts Man. We probably know what it is. That's Meilu's desk. Lan's desk is full of junk. Yep, and that's Yai's. That's everybody's desk. We'll go down here and just have you heard about World 3's plan to control the net? Yep. Talk about scary. I mean, what are you supposed to do? I've been waiting for you, Lan. I challenge you to a net battle. You're waiting for Megaman to get my goods, man. Poof. She comes running. Aw, stuff it. You got a big mouth for such a shrimp. You're not bothering anyone, are you, Lan? Dex impression needs work. That's no way to talk to a lady. Ooh. No. Class is starting. After class, Lan be there. Oh boy. Here comes the most boring part of this Let's Play. Yep. Important that you know how to fight viruses. Take to see a World 3 virus take on with me and Guts Man. Dex and a silly little Guts Man. What'd you say? Relax. Why would World 3 bother with you anyway, Dex? Haha. Quiet in the class. Today we'll be using the common virus called a Met tool. It's a Metter, not a Met tool. I don't know what's worse. This one with the grammar mistakes or the second one with that pass through the that E-Systems rating for the language barrier. Alright, jack in with the R button. So you can't do anything else, but you have to press the R button. Force tutorial time. Looks like everyone's Navi is online. Alright, releasing the Met tool. Metrar. Data now, everybody ready? Okay, let's have a demonstration how to delete the viruses. Yada yada yada. Choose the chips, send for your window. Chip icon shown on left. Big picture, sent to Navi. You get 5 chips starting. Attack radius is on the bottom right part. The elemental is in the middle, and the chip. Chip code is on the left. Metrar viruses are on the right of the panel on the actual screen. HP is up at top. You could choose 2 cannons to fight them. R button gives you a display of a description. Pick one of the cannons. Also, if you pick anything else, she'll tell you no, you need to go back and pick the cannon. Learn how to fight. You can move the Navi with up, down, left, and right. You can even go diagonal, but it's kind of tricky because it slows you down. HP is on the top left, and your custom bar is on the top. What do you do if you run out of chips? You gotta wait for the custom bar to fill, and then you press the LR button. The easiest part, one button. Done. Part 2 of boring tutorial. Combos. So not all weapons are or explosive types. Sometimes you got close quarters. So you can only use chip copies, but here's the problem. And here's the deal. Since they're same letter code, means you can be able to use different chips with the same code. And asterisk is the wild card. Meaning you can fit them with any type of code, but you can't pick two different letter codes with an asterisk. But you can pick multiple asterisks with multiple codes of one single entity. An example of that is you can have two S's and two asterisks, but you can't have two asterisks, an S, and a T. Very confusing, yes. Alright, so review the strategy. First, you want to use the A button, use steel. Then you move over, take the plank, and attack. You use the steel. Also, when you're firing at the Mega Buster, you have slight inability to move. So I got caught in the firing in the Mega Buster frame and wasn't able to move down fast enough. So, I'm quite rusty. Part 3, the most annoying part. Final lesson, chip adding. So if you get a whole boatload of junk, you could use the add key. So, you gotta survive one turn. Alright, now we got a full amount. Let's see here, we have one of these. These two are annoying. It's also quite annoying because in this Battle Network version, if you use a chip, it won't exactly dim the other chips that you can't use. So that's the one part you gotta watch out for. It's not easily given as the other ones. Alright, that's it for class. After class. Ooh boy. Today just flew by. Yes it did. Let's go home. But first, we gotta talk to some people. We've been friends since we were kids. You're always hanging out with Lan, how suspicious. Fourth wall. Yep. We can take down the World 3 together. Hope our oven is fixed by now. If it blows up again, it shivers. Okay, so here's the part here. Well, you got saved by now, but it's time to fight. Okay. Believe it or not, this isn't a boss battle. But he's easily predictable. All he does is just shockwave, stay in the center, and just move up and down, and he can't do anything. Ah, reflex. Oh, yes, it's definitely been a long time. Okay, I'm a little bit rusty, so... Bye-bye, Gutsman. But... it didn't count as an actual battle. Next time we gotta fight him, it'll actually be worth for something. already talked to you about when you get new battle chips, be sure you put them away. Yep. Alright, so immediately we get mail. Oh, sorry, this is Dad. Just made a power program for Mega Man. It's a little big to send by mail. Yep. This is back when we couldn't compress the stuff as it was, so don't forget in the pinch, you can always talk to Mega Man. Forgot to mention today, chips don't run out when you use them, so it's called jacking out. This is back when you have to use cables to jack in and not just infrared like in the other ones. Alright, so a few things we can do around here. Look around, people to see and talk to about. But ultimately, there's nothing we can really do until except for said lady. This is Yai's house, pretty much. One small tour of the town, and we move on to the next part. Yep. When you delete viruses, if you fight well, you will sometimes get a chip after you fight. Well, the conditions for those are actually the amount of time it takes, the amount of steps you take, and having no damage. So then this place here has matter viruses, which is perfect because we can do this. We got an S rank, but we only got money. So we can jack into many different places here. There are many places you can jack into, get goodies, items, virus busting. Of course, our Mega Buster is really weak right now. That's the Metgar A, which is actually it's the guard chip we used to have. And Lan, welcome home. A man from Net Safety is checking our home's control panel. You heard right about the ovens exploding? Again the grammar. It said spitting fire, not exploding fire. This is what I mean. That's that accident Meilu was talking about this morning. Hello. We think a virus might be responsible for the accidents. We're checking every home's control panel just to be safe. Glad it didn't happen to us. Lan, go to your room so you won't get in the way. Let's get on the net, like any other kid that does. You're in the way, why don't you go play in your room? Call you when we're ready for dinner. If we just do this and do this. Totally not suspicious. Okay, jack in, Mega Man, power up. Okay, well, at this point of the Mega Man Battle Network series, the net is quite empty. Literally. Oh, Mega Man, my name is Glide. It's an I, not a Y. Yes, it's Yai's Net Navi. One of Yai's programs have gotten lost. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere down the net here. He's got more pressing matters than to go find it. So why was he over by our place? So at Yai, which is basically the same as if you're using an email like @something.com. Pretty much that. And it says keep it confidential. That's Yai's at home pretty much. Oh, sorry, Meilu's, not Yai's. Yai's is on the other side. There's plenty of dead ends. Alright, we got a fishy and a cannon. Fishies are a pain. Take them out. I'm not even gonna bother virus busting this cannon. Alright, so don't get damaged, you use barely any movement. Got good money. Battles are gonna get repetitive here, so... But it's good to start off with. Not to mention the amount of chips you have here to start off with is pretty bad. You only have a set limited time before any panels taken out come back. So you gotta be quick. It's pretty bad because I don't have any good chips to start off with. Not to mention you're limited to 5 chips. And the viruses spawn here very often. Now if that cannon was just a little bit closer, this would probably be easier. What? It went through my wide sword. Oh, wow. Now I gotta take it head first. Lovely. It did it again, went through my sword. Oh, frickin' fishy. Oh, good grief. This is gonna be a long Let's Play. I could say the only good thing about this Mega Man game is your HP does restore back to max after every battle. That's the only good thing I can probably state. Because you can't run. You need this escape chip if you want to run away. That's why I said it's going to be really repetitive. Wait for it, wait for it. Ooh, made it. Alright, net merchants. Alright, we have 20, if we have 2,000 zenny, which is actually the currency of this world, we actually can get power-ups and goodies, and the Cannon C I would want to get because of the advanced, program advance, which is instead of using 3 to 5 chips according to code or type, in order to get something even better, something more powerful. But right now, I'm gonna just save and not spend any money yet. So, 2 cannons. Take 2 of you out. Couldn't move out of the invincibility frames. There we go, we got a cannon. There's the lost program. Wah, wah, I can't find my home. Glide, come find me. Wah, wah. This must be the lost program. Alright, so let's go tell Yai. And of course it scripts it so Glide is no longer where we found him, and he's way back to where we first found him. And of course it wouldn't give me anything interesting like a bomb. Ooh. Little by little, I'm getting better. What I would have killed for something better than this. I know I'm sucking now, but I'll get better when I get more chips. And it's because of the chip variety and the chip strength here in this battle network. The actual final boss is actually the easiest in history, and as well as the most difficult one at the same time, because it takes time to prepare for all of it. Ah, you found our program. Where is it? Okay, got it. Thank you. Please take this as a reward. We get a free spreader eye. Hey, cool. Wow, let's see if Mom's finished making us a snack. Okay, but before we do, let's expose a pretty cheap money trick. Haha. Believe it or not, the green memory pieces are actually stationed to stay where they are. So you can actually grind money the fastest just by warping in and out. The same goes for jacking in and out as well. So if I warped again, back to here and back to here, the mystery data will either be here again or it'll be somewhere else. Just gotta repeat the process over and over again. Don't have any more S's, but I prefer this combo. So I could take out the bloody tank. And I am perfectly safe from any attacks while I'm in that itty bitty little corner. Back in my cubby hole, chill, watch the Super Bowl, pull out the white sword and slice up some metar. More cannonades. But once we do, that'd be the end of that. So real quick, that's the spreader, the gun with a 1-panel blast. What it means is it blasts out 1 panel radius around itself. If you shoot the panel in the center, in a 9x9 spread, the center of it, it actually hits everything. And the program advance for it is really sweet. So, alright. It's time for some off-screen grinding, so I can afford the stuff, because the next battle sequence, or area we're going to, is actually going to be a very fun one. So, let's show off the spreader. Just like that. Makes everything easier. Come on, Metter. Come on, come on, come on. Give me a shockwave. Ah. I'm gonna need some shockwaves also. They do 40... I believe 40 now in the first gen. I need a couple of those because it'll make virus busting that much easier. So, back in a bit.